Roughly 1,000 years ago, the Viking Age was at its zenith, with Norse seafarers known for their daring voyages across the icy waters of the North Atlantic. Among these explorers were those from Iceland who had already settled in Greenland, seeking new lands and resources. Their journey did not stop at Greenland. They pushed further west, reaching the rugged coasts of Labrador and the island of Newfoundland, marking one of the earliest known European contacts with North America, the Norse journey to Newfoundland. The sagas, medieval Norse narratives, give us a literary glimpse into these voyages, particularly through tales like the Saga of Eric the Red and the Saga of the Greenlanders. According to these accounts, it was Leif Erikson, son of Eric the Red, who ventured out from Greenland around the year 1000 AD. Leif, referred to as Leif the Lucky, led an expedition that stumbled upon new lands, which they named Vinland due to the abundance of wild grapes they found there. The exact locations of Vinland have long been debated, but archaeological evidence has firmly placed one Norse settlement at aux Meadows in Newfoundland. Discovered in the 1960s by Norwegian archaeologist Helge Ingstad and his wife, archaeologist Anne Stein Ingstad, the site was identified as a Viking outpost. aux Meadows, a window to the past. aux Meadows at the northern tip of Newfoundland is not just a site of historical interest, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the only authenticated Viking settlement in North America outside Greenland. The remains here consist of 8 buildings, including dwellings, workshops, and what appears to be a forge. These structures were constructed with wood and sod, a technique familiar to Viking settlements in Scandinavia and Iceland. The artifacts unearthed at aux Meadows include iron nails, a spindle whorl, a bronze pin, and a soapstone spindle alongside butternuts, which do not grow naturally in that region, suggesting trade or further exploration. The presence of these items underscores the Norse capability for long-distance travel and their interaction with the environment and possibly with local indigenous peoples, whom they referred to as Skraelings. Life at the Viking settlement. Life at aux Meadows was likely harsh, given the climate and the nature of the settlement. The structures suggest a temporary or seasonal settlement, possibly used for ship repairs, hunting, or as a base for further exploration. The sagas describe encounters with indigenous peoples, which were not always peaceful, potentially contributing to the Norse decision to abandon Vinland. Environmental challenges like the cold winters and perhaps the isolation from their homelands might have also played a role. Legacy and impact. The Norse presence in North America was brief, but its discovery has had a profound impact on historical understanding. aux Meadows proves that Europeans arrived in America nearly 500 years before Columbus, challenging the traditional narrative of European discovery of the New World. However, unlike the later European explorers, the Norse did not establish lasting colonies here. Their experiences, however, became part of the oral and written tradition of Scandinavia, influencing later explorers and adventurers. Cultural and historical significance. The site's recognition as a World Heritage Site underscores its cultural and historical significance. It serves as a bridge between the Old World and the New, embodying the spirit of exploration that characterized the Viking Age. aux Meadows also highlights the complex interactions between different cultures at the dawn of European overseas exploration. Today, aux Meadows is not only an archaeological site, but also a living museum where one can walk through reconstructed Norse buildings, learning about Viking life, technology, and their brief but significant incursion into North America. This site tells a story of human endeavor, the quest for new horizons, and the interconnectedness of our global history, reminding us that the first Europeans in America were not just explorers but also settlers, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and educate.